Ever wondered what the fastest accelerating cars are that you can snag for under $10,000? Well, you might be surprised. Today, we're diving into the top 3 fastest accelerating cars that won't break the bank. From a Korean powerhouse to an American icon and a German luxury beast, we've got it all. So, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about an underrated car that punches way above its weight, the BK2 Genesis Coupe. If you're hunting for a fast car under $10,000, you're in luck, because the BK2 Hyundai Genesis Coupe is an absolute steal. This thing punches way above its weight class and performance, and for the price, it's almost criminal. The Genesis Coupe first hit the streets in 2010, with Hyundai making a serious push into the rear-wheel drive sports coupe market. But the real magic happened in 2013 when Hyundai released the refreshed second generation, known as the BK2. This update brought a more aggressive design, improved performance, and a much-needed interior refresh, making it the version to get if you're looking for the best bang for your buck. Under the hood, the 3.8-liter V6 is where the magic happens. In the 2013 plus BK2 models, Hyundai bumped the power up to 348 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque, pushing this rear-wheel drive coupe from 0 to 60 in just about 5 seconds. The earlier BK1 models from 2010 to 2012 weren't slow, but they only had 306 horsepower, making the later years the clear winner if speed is your goal. And if you go for the 2.0T version, you're still getting a turbocharged 4-cylinder, which in the BK2 models got a power bump to 274 horsepower. With a simple tune, these can easily hit 60 in the low 5s, making them a solid alternative for those who want boost on a budget. Hyundai didn't just throw power at this thing and call it a day. The Genesis Coupe actually handles. Hyundai equipped it with a proper limited slip differential on the R-trim, tight suspension, and steering that actually tells you what the front wheels are doing, a rare thing in cars at this price point. The 2013 onward models saw even more improvements, with retuned suspension and better overall chassis refinement. It feels planted, predictable, and genuinely fun to drive, whether you're carving up a back road or hitting the track. Now let's talk about the real reason this car is a hidden gem. It's underrated. People sleep on the Genesis Coupe because it's not wearing a Nissan, BMW, or Ford badge, but that just means you're getting a faster car for less money. When new, these cars were often compared to the Nissan 370Z and Ford Mustang, and while they may not have had the brand recognition, they delivered similar performance at a lower price. Fast forward to today, and that price gap has only widened, making the BK2 Genesis an even better deal on the used market. Reliability is another win for the Genesis Coupe. Compared to its turbocharged competition, the naturally aspirated 3.8 V6 is solid. It's not going to leave you stranded like some BMWs or high-strung sports cars. The 2.0T, especially in the earlier BK1 models, had some reliability concerns due to weak internals and tuning limitations. But the BK2 improved in that regard. As long as maintenance is kept up, both engines can last many miles without major issues. Of course, no car is perfect. The interior is, well, it exists. Hyundai didn't exactly break the bank, making it feel luxurious, but let's be real, nobody's buying a Genesis Coupe for soft-touch plastics. The BK2 models improve things slightly with a better infotainment system and some minor material upgrades, but at the end of the day, it's a budget sports coupe, not a luxury car. Bottom line, if you want a fast, fun, and reliable sports car under $10,000, the Genesis Coupe is a no-brainer. The BK2 models are the ones to get if you want the most power and refinements, but even an older BK1 can be a solid choice if the price is right. The Genesis Coupe brings the heat with its turbocharged power, but maybe you want something with even more raw power. Enter the C5 Corvette. Let's take a look. If you're hunting for serious acceleration on a budget, the C5 Corvette is about as good as it gets. For under $10,000, you're getting a car that is really fast because, let's be honest, this thing was doing supercar numbers when it dropped in the late 90s. It was America's answer to high-priced European performance, offering jaw-dropping acceleration, razor-sharp handling, and a driving experience that still holds up today. Under the hood, you've got the legendary LS1, a 5.7-liter V8 pumping out 345 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque. That's enough to launch this fiberglass rocket from 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. And that's bone stock. Throw a few bolt-ons at it and you're dipping into the low 4s. Not bad for a car that costs less than some people's insurance premiums. The LS1 is one of the most beloved and mod-friendly engines ever made. With just cams and a tune, you can easily push past 400 horsepower, all while keeping the reliability that LS engines are famous for. The C5 was a game-changer for the Corvette lineup. It ditched the old-school leaf springs, got a proper transaxle layout for better weight distribution, and for the first time, Corvette owners didn't have to lie about their car handling well. This thing actually grips. It's lightweight, well-balanced, and surprisingly refined until you mash the throttle and all that refinement gets drowned out by the sound of an angry V8 echoing off every building in a 3-block radius. The steering is responsive, the chassis is stiff, and the car communicates what's happening on the road better than many people expect from an American sports car of its era. And here's the thing, this car is underrated. Everyone talks about the C6 and C7, but the C5 is the one quietly lurking in the background. It's got pop-up headlights, a targa top, and a 6-speed manual option. What more do you want? It's a piece of automotive history, yet it hasn't reached the status of earlier generations, making it one of the best performance bargains on the market. The C5 Corvette is a true American muscle car that will leave most others in the dust. But what if you want something with a bit more luxury and refinement? That's where the Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG comes in. The Mercedes-Benz E55 AMG produced from 2003 to 2006, and when it was released, it was the fastest sedan in the world. To put this into perspective, it was faster than some Ferraris of its time. This isn't your typical luxury sedan. It's a high-performance machine that just so happens to come with a refined exterior and an interior designed for comfort. Under the hood, you'll find the heart of the beast, a supercharged V8 engine that delivers a staggering 469 horsepower. That means this car can go from 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. Impressive for a vehicle that weighs over 4,000 pounds. Driving the E55 AMG is an experience that's both thrilling and smooth. The supercharger gives the engine a distinctive, almost growling power delivery that's addictive. The 5-speed automatic transmission is quick and responsive, ensuring that the power is always there when you need it. It's not just about straight-line speed, though. The E55 AMG also offers excellent handling for a car of its size, with an adjustable suspension that keeps the ride smooth while also keeping the car planted in corners. The E55 AMG's exterior design is the definition of subtlety. The styling cues are present but refined. Wide fenders, quad exhaust tips, and the trademark AMG grille are all there, but they're not in your face. The E55 has a dignified presence on the road, and you'll find yourself appreciating the sleek lines and aggressive stance that hints at the power hidden beneath the surface. Inside, the E55 AMG is pure Mercedes luxury. The cabin is spacious with leather upholstery, heated seats, and premium materials throughout. It's a place where you can comfortably cruise for hours and enjoy driving without sacrificing comfort. The technology might not be as modern as today's systems, but still offers a solid sound system, navigation, and all the creature comforts you'd expect from a high-end Mercedes. One of the best aspects of the E55 AMG is its reliability. Despite being a high-performance machine, the E55 is still built with the durability Mercedes is known for. Sure, it has its quirks, and maintenance can get expensive, but the engine and drivetrain are rock solid if taken care of properly. It's a car you can drive every day without worrying about it falling apart after a few miles, as long as you're staying on top of regular maintenance. The E55 AMG is also a car that's ready for modifications if you're looking to boost the performance even further. There's an entire aftermarket scene around this car, from tuning the ECU for more power to upgrading the suspension for even better handling. Want to hear that supercharged V8 roar? There are plenty of exhaust options that can make the car sound as menacing as it feels. So if you're looking for a car that combines the luxury of a Mercedes with the raw power of an AMG, the E55 is one of the best options out there. It's fast, it's comfortable, and it still turns heads all these years later. Plus, with its relatively affordable pricing in the used car market, you get a ton of performance and prestige for your money. There you have it, 3 cars that prove you don't need to spend a fortune to get a car that can blow your mind off the line. Which one is your favorite? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to catch all our future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.